All right, y'all. We in the building. Roll the intro.
Another one, it's another one, and another.
What's poppin', y'all? We are back with another video. If this is your first time here, click that subscribe button. You know you want to be here. You know you want to be in our mix. Go ahead and do it. It's right there. Click that subscribe button right now. Make sure you like this video. Do it right now. Y'all know I know who's watching and who's not liking. Y'all know they give me a report on that, right? Oh, okay. No, I'm lying. They don't. But just like the video, please. It helps the content get to who it needs to get to. And make sure you turn that notification bell on so you don't miss the next time we drop another video because you don't want to miss it. So I'm not going to keep y'all long. Y'all, it's been a long day, but I'm so happy to get on here and chop it up with y'all. I was literally looking forward to getting on here and talking to y'all today. So I'm not going to keep y'all long. Let me just jump right into it. So we're going to be talking about the hot girl. Sidebar. This is Megan's sympathy wig. Y'all know how I told y'all Nikki got a sympathy wig? The one with the bangs and the split. You know, her little, the bob. This is Meg's sympathy wig. And it looks great. And she's eating it. I love this picture of her. I love when she does this big hair, by the way. So I was like, let me use this picture. She looks good. The cheekbones is... She looks good. But anyway, y'all. So Megan Thee Stallion performed at... our president-to-be, we're going to speak it into existence, Kamala Harris's event. Let me show y'all a snippet. And I know I can't probably show too much because I do not want them to flag this video. But it just seemed a little raunch. So let's see. Look at that, y'all. Look at all. Even the outfit. Y'all, okay. And I'm sure y'all have seen it by now. But I don't think they thought this through. And this is no shade. No shade. That wasn't appropriate. For a presidential rally. You know what I mean? That wasn't appropriate for a presidential rally or anything like that. So I didn't think that should have happened. And then you see how, and y'all know I'm all for like, you know, femininity. I think that's how you say it, like women being free, you know, what do they call it? Liberated. But I just think it's times and places. And I don't know. I feel like on Kamala Harris's behalf, on her team, this was a bad call. And let me tell you why. Because we do know that Kamala Harris has a rep amongst black people of like, I guess, putting black offenders in jail, whatever. That's like the tea on her or whatever. You know, they trying to run with that for us not to vote for her. She was doing her job. She was a prosecutor. You know what I mean? And so then you could have called anybody but Megan Thee Stallion because she has a rep for putting black men in jail, even though it's one man. But they say it's still a toss up. Like, did that happen? Did it not? Was Megan lying? Did she lie and say, you know, Tory and her and put him in jail? It just wasn't the from a political side of it. And just looking at it, she just should have not been there. And them two together was not supposed to be, not right now, it's too soon. Megan was supposed to go to the White House after Kamala got elected in there, and they were supposed to be in the Oval, you know what I mean? Kiki and having a good time, drinking tea, and you know what I mean? Talking about how to give back. It was supposed to be more so give that. Why is she here pop, lock, and dropping it in front of these older people? Look, let me show y'all. Y'all see this? This old white woman right here, she's looking. She's so confused. Let me play it. Look, she's just looking. They're so confused. These people are older. This probably not this just was not a good idea. And I wonder why Meg's team even let her do this. This just wasn't a good idea. It's just, she missed the mark on this one. Even the outfits, like, I do feel like Meg, I get you was trying to give sexy, but to have your stomach and stuff out like that, like you could have at least covered up. What was wrong with some leotards? You know what I mean? This is, you know, a presidential event. You know, why are we giving stomach? Why we giving, you know what I mean? And then the slutty schoolgirl dresses and even down to the blue suit. It was just a mess. It was a mess. They're dragging her for it on the Twitter still. But I don't know. Y'all. It didn't really do what it didn't give what they thought it was supposed to give, if you ask me. But in regards to, while we're on the topic of Kamala and Megan sending men to the clinker, to the slammer. Let's go ahead and touch on this really quick, since we're talking about Megan Thee Stallion already. So, this came across my desk too a couple days ago, and I didn't want to do it just yet because I was like, you know what, I'll wait. But let me get it pulled up, y'all. So, it says, shout out to the Neighborhood Talk. This is our source or whatever. So, let's go ahead and read the headline, then I'll read this. And I want to know what y'all think. I want y'all to drop comments real time. Let me know what y'all think about this story. So it says, wow, Tory Lanez driver finally provides witness statement, claims Kelsey grabbed the bleep and Tory tried to wrestle it from her when Meg was bleeped, but appeal court won't accept it as new evidence because Tory's legal team declined to call him as a witness during the trial. So let's go ahead and read the article. So the article reads, it looks like we are finally learning that Tory Lanez's driver's testimony is, however, he won't be able to use it to support. I always sound so slow when I'm reading back. He won't be able to use it to support an appeal because a judge said he should have used it during the trial. According to new court documents submitted as a part of Tory's appeal, so remember he's been trying to appeal this since he got sentenced, his appeal for his 10-year prison sentence, Tory's driver, Jaquan Smith, stated that Tory and Meg were arguing in the car on the night of the bleep, July 12, 2020. And this is a piece from his statement. He says, as I began to drive, Miss Pete, which is Megan, started to fight with Mr. Peterson, which is Tory. They were going back and forth. I remember Mr. Peterson saying to Miss Pete that he was going to tell Miss Harris what was going on. So that means Tory was saying that I'm going to tell Kelsey what is going on. And that's what Jaquan said. He says Kelsey eventually asked what's going on. And that's when Tory informed her that he and Megan have been sleeping around behind her back. The driver says all three of them started physically fighting. So they in the back seat of that truck, that SUV, throwing them. Just imagine all them in the back seat, the car moving, we full, they drunk, intoxicated, whatever it may be, they're throwing them in the back seat. So it says the driver says all three of them started physically fighting. Remember, a witness who lived on the street testified that he saw three people fighting as well. So not only is Jaquan's statement a statement that is something that should be taken into consideration, but it's also corroborating what another witness has said that they saw as well. So it says the driver claims Kelsey then appeared with a boop in her hand. The driver says he grabbed Meg and Tory attempted to grab the bleep from Kelsey, but they started wrestling over it. Unfortunately, he did not see who blanked the firearm. Remember, a witness who lived on the street testified that it was a woman he saw with the bleep. Okay? So it says, a few weeks ago, we reported that a California appeal court approved Tory to present new evidence. However, this statement from the driver wasn't approved as new evidence because Tory's lawyer declined to use him as a witness during the trial. In court documents, the appellate court told Tory that they knew what Smith's testimony would be when they decided not to use it and rested their case. Smith says he wanted to testify, but was told due to holidays and court schedules, they wouldn't be using him. Okay? Now, this is deep. So, this is really deep, y'all, and I don't want to spend too much time on it, but we got to talk about it. So, basically, this is what I'm thinking. Jaquan Smith, who is the driver, why are we not using his testimony? Considering out of everyone who was there in the car, we got Kelsey, we got Megan, we got Tory, and we have Jaquan. Jaquan, I would assume, was the only one who was not inebriated. I believe I said that word correctly. He was not drunk, under the influence, intoxicated whatsoever. So wouldn't his statement be almost like the smoking gun, the holy grail to the case, if that's the only person who could give a clear account of the serious events that happened once they got in that car and once the bleep went off. You get what I'm saying? Why are we omitting his testimony? That's weird. And y'all know I spoke about this a few weeks ago. And remember, I had a stance and I was like, why are we even still talking about this? We know that Tory bleeped. Why are we even like, yes, like the fact that you didn't get on the stand shows that you bleeped her. I remember I said this. I'm kind of eating my words right now. I can admit when I was probably wrong or whatever because I didn't know this information that the driver was going to say this. I don't know. Maybe this is old tea or whatever, but I didn't know that. That's what the driver was going to say. But this all makes sense, which makes sense why Kelsey got on the stand and she basically pleaded the fifth and act like she didn't remember anything. That makes a lot of sense because if you didn't have anything to hide, and you know, and I was thinking that at first, but I'm like, maybe she just was doing it to spite Megan. That's what I had thought at first. Like, maybe she like, no, I'm not going to slam dunk this case for you. I'm not going to get up here and slam dunk this case for you and say that he bleeped you because you left me hanging. Now, what I'm thinking is, no, you got up there and you played the fifth because you knew you didn't want to get up there. You didn't want to be in, what is it called? Perjury? Is that what it's called? I think that's what it's called. You didn't want to lie on the stand. You did not want to lie on the stand because you didn't know if they could have called Jaquan up to testify and he would have been able to give an accurate, sober account of the events that happened in the vehicle and leading up to the bloop. So, that's interesting. That got me wondering now. And then also, I still have my pauses as to like, why didn't Tory get up there then and say his story? Well, now it gives that the reason why Tory didn't get up on the stand is because if he got up there and he had to tell what happened, he would have had to basically tell that he would have had to snitch on Kelsey. That's what I'm thinking. Because if he had went and took from what Jaquan is saying, it says, the driver says he grabbed Meg and Tory. The driver says he grabbed Meg and Tory attempted to grab the bloop from Kelsey, but they started wrestling over it. This is what the person who is there said, who was sober. They were all intoxicated. He probably didn't want to snitch on Kelsey. Because you know how, street code. Snitches get stitches. He didn't want to get up there and sing like a bird. Like, no, in fact, I took the bleep from Kelsey and to stop, you know what I mean? He probably maybe, but I don't know, y'all. And I'm real big on the code. Like, I'm not a snitch. Like, I'm never going to snitch. But I'm not going to lie. In this situation, I would have went ahead and told them what I knew. I'm not doing no time for you chicken heads. 10 years, I'm not, girl, Kelsey, I wouldn't give a hot damn. If anybody thought I was a snitch in this situation, I'm not doing no time for you. I got to get up here and tell my truth. So that's one where I'm like, why wouldn't you get up there? Like, you trying to spare her, and now you the one sitting behind bars, but that's what it gives y'all. The only way that this could not be true is if the driver was paid off. But the fact that the driver said, they all saying they knew what his statement was and everything, this is why they did not use him on purpose. Yeah, this is some stuff. This seemed like they staged a coup. They staged a coup. And yeah, this is very interesting. It's very telling. And it got me wondering, y'all. I feel like maybe I was on the wrong side of this when it first happened because I was all for like, okay, if Tory did not get up there on the stand and defend himself, then he bleeped her. Like, let's be for real. But I don't know. This statement from Jaquan is singing a different tune. I'm not gonna yai. What lawyer said, I'm not gonna yai. So let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. It's like we playing a game of who done it. And Megan, what happened that night, girl? Like, somebody needs to tell us what happened. They all are lying about the series of events that happened. But the only person that we can take is like truth is Jaquan, because I would imagine if he was driving the vehicle, he was driving the car, he had to be sober. He had to be. And especially when the police showed up, I'm sure they breathalyzed everyone. Jaquan was there. I'm sure they breathalyzed everyone when the police showed up. And if he was, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong because I don't remember all the details, was Jaquan arrested? I don't remember. And if he was arrested and they took a breathalyzer and everything, wouldn't he have got charged with like a DUI or something? Because he was the driver? I don't know. I don't know, y'all. This is really interesting. It's really telling. So it looks like they're declining his request for that to be included in the appeal and be a part of the appeal when it definitely should be a part of it, because that's not fair. That means the whole case was built off everybody's testimonies and witness statements except the person who was actually there when it happened. What? Where's Annalise? Somebody get Annalise on the... Where's Annalise Keating? Because there shouldn't even been a, like, how did we do a trial without having the star witness say what they saw? The person who was there. We going off of what the neighbor saw on the street. We going off of what this lady saw. But why didn't we go off of what the person who was actually there when everything happened and had a clear account of what happened? Why weren't they called onto the stand? Why weren't they a witness? Why wasn't this brought up in court? That is weird. So... y'all let me know what y'all think about this video. Let me know what y'all think about this whole situation. Y'all know we gonna really jap about it in the comments. I really want to know what y'all think about this. And I'll catch y'all on the next video. Deuces.